You feel it too, don't you? The tension in the air, the feeling that something's just not right. Maybe it's the rising prices at the grocery store. Maybe it's the news, wars, instability, and chaos creeping closer every day. Or maybe it's your gut, that primal instinct screaming that a storm is coming. And it's not just any storm, it's SHTF. Shot hits the fan. And when it does, it won't send a warning text. It'll hit fast, hard, and without mercy. But here's the thing. Most people won't survive it. Not because they're weak, but because they've made critical survival mistakes they didn't even know they were making. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 deadly mistakes that will get you killed when SHTF, and more importantly, how to fix them before it's too late. Because in a true SHTF event, there's no rewind button. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Relying on the system until it's too late. The biggest trap most people fall into, they trust that the government, the police, or some magical force will come save them when things go south. Let me tell you, when SHTF the system collapses first. 911 won't answer. Grocery shelves will empty in hours. Hospitals overrun and out of supplies. If your plan is to wait until it's obvious, you're already too late. Fix this now. Start preparing as if no one is coming to save you. Because in a real collapse, no one will. Build your mindset around self-reliance. Learn to be your own backup plan. Mistake number 2, not having a bug-out bag ready. You've heard the term bug-out bag, but do you actually have one packed, accessible, and updated? In an emergency, you might have seconds to evacuate, not minutes, seconds. And if you don't have the right gear with you, you're vulnerable. Not having a bug-out bag is like jumping out of a plane without a parachute, just hoping you'll figure it out on the way down. Fix this now. Build your bob today. Include essentials like water filters, a multi-tool, first aid kit, flashlight, food bars, fire starter, change of clothes, and personal documents. Store it near your exit door. No excuses. Mistake number 3, depending on technology that will fail. In our connected world, people assume they'll Google their way out of it. But when SHTF, the grid goes dark, literally and digitally. Cell towers crash, internet dies, GPS stops. Now what? You'd be shocked how many people don't even own a paper map of their city. Fix this now. Learn analog survival, use a compass, read paper maps, learn to purify water without a filter, write down emergency numbers and routes. Tech is a tool, not a crutch. Mistake number 4, believing you'll think clearly in chaos. Everyone thinks they'll be a hero when disaster strikes. The truth, most freeze. Panic kills. Indecision kills. If you've never trained, if you've never rehearsed, your brain will default to fear. Fix this now. Run drills, practice scenarios. What if someone breaks into your home? What if your car dies in the middle of nowhere? Run through it in your head, then simulate it in real life. Get your body and brain used to high-stress survival. Mistake number 5. Having gear but no skills. Preppers love gear, but gear without skill is dead weight. You can have the best knife, the most advanced fire starter, or the highest tech filter on Earth. But if you don't know how to use them under pressure, you're just carrying shiny toys. Fix this now. Train with your tools. Don't just own a multi-tool. Learn how to repair, cut, strip, open, saw, build. Practice building a fire in the rain. Purify water from a puddle. Build shelter from debris. Make it second nature. Mistake number 6. Underestimating other people. In a crisis, people change. Your friendly neighbor could turn desperate. Your sleepy town could explode into violence in 48 hours. When resources vanish, human nature gets ugly. Fast. Fix this now. Learn how to avoid conflict, how to read body language, and how to disappear if needed. Have routes planned away from urban centers. Know where you can seek shelter alone or with trusted allies. And yes, consider self-defense. SHTF is not the time to be naive. Mistake number 7. Ignoring physical and mental fitness. When was the last time you walked 10 miles with a heavy pack? When did you last go 24 hours without food? Most people don't train for discomfort, yet survival is all about it. Fix this now. Start small. Walk more. Carry weight. Learn to stay calm under stress. Practice cold showers. Fast for 12 to 24 hours. Build mental resilience. Your body and mind are your first tools. Look, SHTF is not science fiction anymore. It's a matter of when, not if. And when it comes, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to your level of preparation. The good news? You're here. You're watching this. You're waking up. And that already puts you ahead of 90% of people. Fix these 7 mistakes now, and you'll not only survive the chaos, you'll lead. Subscribe for more survival training, and check the link in the comments for our full bug-out bag checklist.